So it's September, and here is an update on my oldest tree. It's a Turpentine rootstock, and I'm gonna always start off this video by telling you guys that I do not recommend Turpentine as a rootstock for Californians. So this is my oldest tree, and it's pretty much has been one of the unhealthiest tree. It's pretty much kind of been a tiny dwarf, unproductive tiny dwarf. So I've been top working it for quite a bit of time the last couple of years. So I'm going to give you guys an update on this because I do have some fruits that's hanging. I was going to show you guys it. Let's start off with what is Gen 1 Golden Queen right here. Look at these fruits. I don't believe these are full-size fruit. Maybe like nubbins or half nubbins, just because these fruits, the Gen 1 Golden Queen, they get much larger. So there's about 4 of these on here, but the shape is like, you know, it's a bit off, and I'm pretty sure these are nubbins, but large nubbins. Let's see what else I got here. Here's a Angie. Looks like a nice healthy fruit. Got Angie from that. Here's some nubbins of Super Julie. I don't know if this is focusing right. Let me see. There we go. A few more right here. Super Julie. There is a late bloom that's holding on to a really kind of, I'm pretty sure this is a healthy fruit, so it's going to develop into full size, but the rest was nubbins. So my lesson with Super Julie, I'm definitely gonna have to spray. It's good that it sets fruit without spraying and produces nubbins, but eventually I do want some healthy kind of full size fruits. Now let me show you guys the nicest looking thing right now. It is my little gem. Look at this. It's kind of just a makeshift, kind of makeshift setup to kind of keep the fruits from breaking the branches. Lots of the fruits have dropped, but I think these left that remain are gonna be aren't gonna drop. So look at this nice nubbins. The interesting about little gem is that it seems to rebloom, but the rebloom on it seems to be happens pretty late, so it kind of almost occurs when we're like towards the end of spring. So end of spring, early summer, so it kind of doesn't run into any powdery mildew, fungal issues. So that's what I have noticed with little gem. The unfortunate thing is that it's pretty late, so these probably won't ripen until March. And because it's a winter fruit, it's not really going to be that exceptional in flavor. I had some of the fruits last year. It was good, but it wasn't like amazing. From what I've heard, some other people have described it as pretty exceptional. I thought it was good, but it wasn't amazing. But it was a fruit that had ripened in pretty much all winter. So so that's what I know about at least little gem here in my area. So again, it's kind of just a makeshift. I didn't really want to kind of tie up branches, so I kind of just used this to kind of stake the, kind of give the branches something to lean on without breaking. And eventually I might end up kind of wrapping some of these, because we do have squirrels and other animals that might get to them when they get closer to being ripe. But yeah, look at this. This is pretty crazy to see. So this is little gem. I thought about thinning the fruits, but to get larger fruits, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just let it stay. It's okay if I get smaller size fruits. That way I could probably at least share it with family and friends for them to be able to taste it, versus like, you know, a few large fruits, so they could at least kind of taste the little gem and see what they think about it in California. So that is that's about it in terms of the fruits here. But let me show you guys some graphs I made. Let's see. So this is 4017, and I made this graph. When did I make this graph? I think it was in July 12th. So I made this graph on July 12th. It flushed once, and then now it's flushing a bloom. I am in September, guys, and it's blooming right now. I think 4017 did get a name this year from Joe, so not sure what that name is. I don't recall, but this is 4017. Seems to bloom easily, so that is a bit of a concern, at least in California. Okay, 4017. Here's my Super Alfonso right here, doing pretty well. Let's see. I think that's it for these new ones that I grafted this year. I think that's it. That's about that update. Oh, actually no, I did graft some of these other ones earlier this year, but it's taken, and I showed it to you guys before. It's doing pretty well. Buttercream right here. This one right here is Dolores right here. I'm shaking this one, and then there is orange sherbet right here. So really good grafting year. Everything I grafted, almost felt like everything I grafted took. So that is an update on my Turpentine rootstock for September. And well, one other thing I do want to add is that it is September and I'm getting powdery mildew again. You could see some of the powdery mildew issues here that is developing. Look at this. So yeah, that's what happens in California, especially near more coastal areas. So I'm in September, things are doing well, but again, powdery mildew is popping up. So if some of my trees, like my varieties like Nam Duck My 4, I'm gonna have to start spraying to make sure I get some winter fruits from it. All right, well, that's the latest update. Thanks everyone.